News Panorama is a TV news magazine program that gives you the story behind the story.
It tells the stories the way they should be told by capturing the larger scale.
It deals with people's deep feelings on issues that, when brought to the fore, ultimately educates, informs and entertains.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
A stronger Nigerian economy is crucial for reducing poverty, improving living standards and enhancing the country's global competitiveness. Nigerians need to address issues like low revenue generation, high inflation and a reliance on oil to achieve sustainable and inclusive growth. Naira appreciates against dollar, youth shaping the future, protests against Nigerians and many more. It is a must watch. Welcome and thanks for joining me on the program News Panorama. I am Josephine Efanga.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
If you've just tuned in, you're watching News Panorama. In recent time, Calabar has witnessed a troubling rise in cases of scams and fraudulent activities, leaving many residents and businesses counting heavy losses, from online deceits to a street-level fraud. Unsuspecting victims are lured with promises to quick gain, only to lose their hard-earned money and personal data. This growing trend not only threatens financial security, but also undermines trust within the community. Samaro James tells us more, the report.
In recent times, the city of Calabar has seen a disturbing rise in scam-related activities, leaving residents and businesses increasingly cautious and concerned. These scams come in many forms, including online fraud, fake investment schemes, impersonation, and mobile phone scams. Many of the fraudulent activities are carried out through social media platforms, fake websites, and suspicious phone calls or text messages claiming to be from banks or service providers. Victims are often tricked into giving out personal information or transferring money, lured by promises of business deals, job offers, or financial support that never materialize. The current economic hardship, rising unemployment, and financial desperation are believed to have contributed to both the increase in scam operations and the vulnerability of those targeted. As digital platforms continue to grow, so do the methods used by fraudsters, making it harder for law enforcement to track and stop them effectively. Some residents believe that more than 90% of Nigerians have at some point fallen victim to one form of scam or another, ranging from dishonest online vendors to mobile fraudsters. In Calabar, internet fraud, popularly known as Yahoo, and fake online stores are said to be the most common types of scams. Victims not only suffer financial loss, but also emotional and mental distress.
It affects our mental health, because imagine being scammed of your own hard-earned money. You will feel bad. It will mentally disable you. That money you will think of other business and do other things. So it's very bad. Please, if you are scamming, please, you people should stop.
Others express frustration with how the situation is being handled. Some residents accuse authorities of doing too little or ignoring fraudulent activities. As a result, many people are now more cautious, with trust levels in the city at an all-time low.
Me, I will use myself as an example. So somebody said, I just think it's like invest me, but the person actually scam me. I transfer 5,000 to somebody, like get to amount, says that wants 30 minutes. But after that, the person number was that's how I lost 5,000 naira. Based on say they do POS. So like give me money. At the end of that, we know this. I'll end up paying money that I did not collect. So you understand? People will come with different stories and so for you and they'll collect your money.
As the cases continue to rise, residents are being advised to stay vigilant, verify all financial transactions, avoid suspicious links and unknown callers. As the cases continue to rise, residents are being advised to stay vigilant, verify all financial transactions, avoid suspicious links and unknown callers, and report any shady activity to the appropriate authorities.
You should protect your personal information, like your card PIN, your serial numbers, your NIN, your BVN, and even your private informations. You don't share these informations to people just as it comes or as it goes. Like, if you want to withdraw, make sure you use a particular POS. If it's POS you're using, there are a lot of POS fraud happening in Calabar. So you can go to a POS to withdraw money and the person saves your details. It happens everywhere. So you have to be careful where you go to withdraw. Make sure that the place you're going to withdraw, you create a relationship with the person so that if anything happens, you always know that you're withdrawing at a particular place. You can always trace it and track it to that person.
While Calabar deals with this growing threat, the call for increased public awareness, digital literacy, and stronger law enforcement becomes more urgent than ever. For CRBC News Panorama, Samara James reporting.
On the 26th of July 2025, an anti-Nigerian protest escalated in Accra and other major cities in Ghana, with shops attacked and deportation threats mounting. Ghanaians are demanding the immediate expulsion of Nigerians from their country over alleged involvement in crime and other social vices. Prince Chijoke explores the rising concerns of Ghanaians asking Nigerians to leave their country. The report.
Tension between Ghana and Nigeria has reached a boiling point as thousands of Ghanaians took to the streets of Accra and other major cities to protest the presence of Nigerian nationals in the country. The protests, which has seen widespread participation, were sparked by reports of a Nigerian businessman acquiring a massive 5,000 acres of land in Ghana. This controversial land deal has reignited long-standing grievances regarding foreign ownership of resources, with many Ghanaians accusing Nigerian nationals of monopolizing local businesses and other resources. The protests have also been followed by a series of accusations against Nigerians living in Ghana. Protesters have claimed that Nigerian nationals are responsible for a range of criminal activities, including armed robbery, human trafficking, prostitution, fraud, and even ritual killings. These allegations, although not universally supported by evidence, have amplified the sentiment that Nigerians are negatively impacting the safety and security of Ghanaians. This not being the first time tensions have erupted between these West African nations. In the late 1980s and early 2000s, when Nigeria was experiencing an economic boom due to oil wealth, expelled thousands of Ghanaians, accusing them of taking jobs and engaging in illegal activities. Now the tables appear to have turned, with Ghanaians accusing Nigerians of similar economic dominance and illegal activities they were once accused of. Some Nigerians aired out how they felt about the current situation going on between Nigeria and Ghana, suggesting it could be as a result of envy and jealousy.
Nigeria is described as the giant of Africa. It's not just an envious country for Africa as a continent, but it's actually a target in the whole world. So you could see that because of the explosion, because of the extraordinary exploit of Nigerians and average Nigerian all over, you see that so many countries, so many people in the world seem to like seeing Nigeria as a threat in their exploits. They could label anything against Nigerians in order to discriminate them. You know, it is only somebody who is making impact that people begin to look up to. And majorly in our society here, not everybody that is looking up to you, even as you are making part, that are actually being in love with you. Majority of them are jealous of you. Before now, when Nigeria was better, we got a Ghanaian and all these South Africa. This is Nigeria. Nigeria has been their settling place. But in recent times, our government has changed. The government has transferred leadership to the elite and forgotten about the average people. So what do the average people? The average people can no longer survive in Nigeria, and they choose to like move to a more liberal country where they could survive.
When I heard the news about what's going on in Ghana, I was devastated because it's really painful to hear our own African countries tell us to leave, our fellow Africans telling us to leave because of some petty issues. It's quite sad.
This one suggests that the government should develop our own country to avoid future conflict with other African nations.
The government of Nigeria should make efforts in order to create opportunity for that wherever you are, even if you are in the interland, even if you are in village, you can have opportunity. Because whatever services that these people are giving to this other country there, people right in their village are in need of it. They are right in the village, they are in need of it. Why wouldn't that be there and give you the such service for the country to go? But because the environment does not give them that opportunity, so they have to move to where opportunity is there for even for them to survive.
Many that have now graduated, but they are still in Nigeria. Some of them want to go and have the name that they are in the foreign country. Some of them may not have the qualification that the government needs. Some of them may be arrogant. So if you are not good, or you are somebody disturbing the country, somebody that proving so stubborn that does not allow the peace of the country to remain, you can remain wherever you are.
This actually is an individual matter. I don't know, maybe it's kind of a prejudice on what Ghanaians did to them back then. Maybe like this is a kind of a payback. And I think I'm suggesting if there's any way the government should, intercede on behalf of Nigeria, I think it will go a long way to try to ameliorate what has happened.
The Ghana-Nigerian dispute reflects broader challenges of migration, resource competition, and regional distrust. Without dialogue and equitable economic policies, such conflicts may persist, undermining West African integration. For CRBC News Panorama, Praise Shiveke reporting.
The Nigerian Naira has continued to appreciate against the US dollars in recent weeks, bringing measures of relief to foreign exchange markets. As of August 5, 2025, the Naira traded at 1,531 Naira 95 kobo per dollar in the official market, strengthening from 1,533 Naira 94 kobo recorded as at the end of July. According to analysts, this improvement is due to external reserve, which stood at $39.54 billion, and sustained monetary reforms aimed at stabilizing the currency. Blessing Ode has more details, the report.
The Naira began the week on a positive note as it appreciated against the dollar at the official foreign exchange market on Monday. The development, which comes amid a steady increase in Nigeria's external reserves, has sparked discussion among economic analysts and citizens alike. According to data released by the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Naira appreciated to 1,531.95 Naira per dollar on Monday, August 4th, up from 1,533.97 Naira recorded the previous Friday. This reflects a marginal gain of 1.79 Naira, signaling renewed strength in the Nigerian currency. This positive movement in the official market coincides with the modest growth in Nigeria's external reserves, which rose to $39.54 billion as of August 1, 2025, from $39.36 billion recorded on July 30th. Dr. Anthony Ogri, a lecturer at the University of Calabar, explained that a stronger Naira could ease import costs, reduce inflation, and improve investors' confidence, ultimately leading to greater economic stability.
The government can maybe bring down prices of things. Bring down prices of things like the market. So I know that it's a global market. When they bring down the price of things, especially the fuel, it can help us stabilize.
Another lecturer, Mr. Samuel Ita, stressed the need for consistent and transparent fiscal policies, increased support for local production, and continued interventions by the central bank to stabilize the foreign exchange market.
The masses, most of the masses are using local media. They are using the internet and other things cannot. You understand? And the business there, without development, nothing can happen there. The agricultural sector in the local area cannot be transferred. Agricultural goods cannot be transferred to the cities because of the economy.
A few others described the news as a welcome relief from the long-standing economic pressure. Others urged the government to ensure this improvement reflects in the prices of goods and services.
Enable Nigerians who are in business to export and import goods. It will help the Naira to go against the dollar. If they open the border, free export and import of goods and services,
Naira has gone. You don't have the value for it.
on putting politicians who are not economists or who doesn't have value for the Naira. All they know is to pack it. You understand? Yeah. So that is my opinion about it. It brings hope that the government is actually working. Just must put more effort so that the need is gone. Putting up good, vibrant, dynamic economic policy that will go a long way to further push on the economy to make more appreciation.
As the Naira shows signs of recovery, many Nigerians are hopeful that this momentum will be sustained. For a country grappling with inflation and economic uncertainty, even the slightest gain offers a grip of relief and renewed optimism. For CRBC News Panorama, Blessing Ode reporting.
In the past decade, Nigeria's economic landscape has undergone a dramatic shift. One home of a thriving middle class, the country now faces a harsh divide between the super rich and the struggling poor. Up until 2015, professionals, entrepreneurs, and civil servants still enjoy relative stability. But today, soaring inflation, mass unemployment, and aggressive economic reforms have squeezed the middle class to a near extinction. Nigerians are asking, how do we get here? And is there any way back? The report.
In the last decade, Nigerian economy has undergone a significant changes, many of which have deeply affected the structure of its society. Once considered Africa's fastest growing economy, the country boasted a vibrant middle class that played a crucial role in national development. This group made up of civil servants, teachers, professionals, small business owners, and upper mobile youth was the economy bridge between the wealthy elite and the working poor. During the administration of President Goodluck Jonathan 2010 to 2015, despite the challenges, many Nigerians in the middle class enjoyed relative economic stability. Salaries could sustain a modest lifestyle, the cost of living was manageable, and there was hope for upward mobility. Home ownership, quality education, private healthcare, and occasional leisure were within the reach of many. But in recent years, the combination of surging inflation, high employment, currency devaluation, subsidy removals, and inconsistency economic policy has taken a toll. For many, the cost of food, rent, transportation, and healthcare have skyrocketed, while income have either stagnated or disappeared entirely. As a result, the middle class appears to rapidly disappearing, leaving behind only two dominant economic groups: the extremely wealthy and the struggling majority. Mr. Obasiokan K.O.F.M. explains that the current economic divides has flattened the middle class into non-existence. According to him, Nigeria today is a home of only two classes, the rich and the very poor. He attributes these developments to the inconsistent government policies and a lack of sustainable economic direction.
There are a lot of pro-poor programs that would have helped to really check that. But today, even when those pro-poor programs are being executed, they are being hijacked by the political class. A lot of time we are not even able to distinguish between governance and politics, and which is why some governance programs have been converted into political party settlement and all of that. And it's very disheartening to say that people now need to practically beg to eat. A whole lot has gone bad, and we hope that things get better with proper people-centered policies and programs that will better the lot of the poor.
Mr. Iyepen also shares the belief that the middle class has long ceased to exist in Nigeria's economic narrative. He notes that while some are still clinging to the label, in reality their economic circumstances are far from what defines a true middle class. Meanwhile, Mr. Sunday Victory highlights that the continued depreciation of Naira has a key factor in the collapse of middle class. He explains that the Naira losing value daily against major currency, purchasing power has weakened, making it harder for average Nigeria to afford basic needs.
For a long time, such things don't exist. It's either you are rich or you are absolutely very poor. Who falls within the middle class level? Nobody. The very poor people go to beg the rich ones. No middle class at all by whatever standard.
Our currency has depreciated. Our currency doesn't have a lot of value. Reason being because Nigeria depends so much on importation and Naira devaluation.
Mr. Paul emphasizes the urgent need for job creation as a pathway to rebuilding the middle class and stabilizing the economy. He believes that a sustainable economy future lies in supporting setups, boosting small and medium enterprise, and investing in infrastructure projects that generate employment. According to him, reducing unemployment and promoting inclusive growth will require long-term planning and consistent support for local industries.
The government can actually play a very huge role in that by creating job opportunities and living conditions a little bearable for citizens, because there are citizens who depend on daily little needs of petty trading. I think those are things that put people on a pedestal of survival, as long as they are not lazy and they are willing to work to make ends meet. People like that can be categorized under the middle classes. So if the government are a little bit easy on their policies and make some of those policies livable for the masses, I think as long as citizens are willing to work and make ends meet, they will fall under the middle class, while those who are favored can be categorized as rich.
As Nigeria grapples economy's challenges, the fate of the middle class remains a key concern. Without deliberation policy to review these crucial segments, the country risks deepen the divide between the rich and the poor, further weakening the fabrics of the society. For CRBC News Panorama, Maurice reporting.
Youth play a critical role in shaping the future of any country by bringing fresh perspective, driving innovation, and advocating for positive change. Their energy, idealism, and technological savviness, combined with long-term stake in the future, position them as powerful agents for progress. A reason why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu urged Nigerian youths to use digital media responsibly to promote unity and development, warning against misinformation, emphasizing their role shaping the nation's future through innovation, integrity, and civic engagement. Deborah Isonguyo tells us more, the reports.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has issued a strong call to action to young Nigerians, warning against the spread of misinformation in the digital age and urging them to harness the power of new media to promote unity and national development. The president emphasized that while the digital space offers immense opportunities, it also comes with great responsibility. President Tinubu acknowledged that new media has transitioned from a supporting tool to a primary driver of economic growth, civic engagement, and social transformation in Nigeria, commending youth for their creativity, innovation, and commitment to progress.
And that of our nation. Across Nigeria, we are witnessing a surge of creativity and ambition as young Nigerians harness digital media to share their voices and shape our society. From developing new platforms to building vibrant online communities, you are demonstrating ingenuity and a commitment to progress that is redefining what is possible for this country. You are that possibility. You are not waiting to be invited into the future. You are building the future. New media is no longer an accessory to our national life. It is fast becoming a central driver of economic growth, civic engagement, and social change. It is creating opportunities for millions of young people, reducing conventional barriers to participation in politics, and enabling broader representation of those who would previously have gone unheard.
The president went further to caution against the rapid spread of misinformation, encouraging young Nigerians to fact-check before sharing content and to embody values such as discipline, compassion, and patriotism in their online engagement.
We are in a world where disinformation spread easily. Verify before you amplify, please. Let the digital space reflect the value that binds us together as a people, honestly, compassionately, disciplined, and patriotism. Patriotism is not about slogans and political theater.
Some youths in Calabar metropolis cited how online platform has given them a voice and opportunities their parents never had.
For me personally, I always, try to cross-check and verify all information I get online from social media, through multiple news social media handles like TVC, their social media handles, NTA, all.
I would say social media is doing both. On the other hand, social media is creating a community where it draws people together from different regions, ethnic beliefs, cultures, and that, promoting businesses and every other thing. But on the other hand, some users use social media to fuel hate, tribalism, and create issues for the government and for themselves too online. So I would say social media, if it is good or bad, depends on the user, how we engage, what we choose to promote. We might choose to promote it in the positive way or in a negative way.
I would say to some extent, many Nigerian youths use social media to create awareness about national issues and promote entrepreneurship and educate others. We still have a very long way to go in using digital media more constructively in national unity.
Others, however, raise concern about the lack of infrastructure, digital literacy, and support system in Nigeria.
Digital media actually helped us to use. It has given us the opportunities that our parents do not have, and it has also created a platform for us to interact, communicate with people from different places. You get from people from Port Harcourt, we can chat, call, like video call and the rest through the help of Facebook, WhatsApp, and other social apps.
Actually, I try as much as possible to verify news from authentic media outlets, just so real humans don't get hurt by misinformation.
So one of the ways we as Nigerian youths can use online platform for activism and accountability is through minimizing the way we insult our country online. Most times the way we paint the country online isn't so nice. So what we have to do now is we can hold the government accountable, but we must do it respectfully. We must ensure that our words are not demonizing and painting the country black. We have to ensure that in whatever way we are holding government accountable and speaking out our minds, we should ensure that it's being done respectfully.
For CRBC News Panorama, Deborah Isongyo reporting.
That is all we have on our lineup this week. We hope to be back same time next week. Do keep a date with us. I am Josephine Efangan. For updates and engagement, follow us on official social media platform Facebook at CRBC, X formerly Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at CRBC Online, YouTube at CRBC New Media, WhatsApp on 09037787474. We look forward to connecting with you.